all that cloud to the south, all that moisture that'll be working into the British Isles over the next couple of days. So the raincoats will come in handy. Through the afternoon, it's bright spells. It's fine for the course of the afternoon for many of us. Bits and pieces of rain are working into the far north and west, the beginnings of our weather system. With some heavier bursts too, the darker greens, the blues, that is there over western Scotland. But further east you are to Aberdeenshire, 10 or so to say Aberdeen, down to 5 to the border, still dry for a time, but the wet weather is coming in. Much of northern England dry as well for the most part, and there's speckles in the colour there, just the cloud that is lingering into a few spots, but otherwise we are managing some brighter spells. 13 for Ipswich, 14 for London, just about where we should be temperature-wise. Along the south coast looking fine, dry as well for the most part, all the way down to southwest England. Not a bad afternoon. Fairly pleasant. Things will be changing as well as we work into the later parts of the afternoon. Wales as well, seeing some thicker cloud. Just the beginnings of our mass of blue, and quite a mass, in fact, it is. Heavy bursts of rain working into northern and the greens there, certainly into parts of Scotland, 20, maybe 30 millimetres will pile into the western upslopes. And notice how it's a big lump of green, and then it just thins out like you sort of pull the blue away. The energy goes through, so it's a trailing band of wet weather to the south and east. Bear in mind, strong, even severe gales. The bigger the winds, the stronger they are, and particularly to the far north and west. And temperatures mild with the breeze, with the wind, 7 to further south 10. So we'll start the morning with our weather front, the little line of blue to the south and east. There'll be some blustery showers following in behind, but as well there'll be some brighter skies for a time for some of us over England and Wales. And then notice this next lump of blue here, our wheeling weather front, sends another surge of moisture. Remember those lumps of cloud to the south and the west? That's the next one there. 13 to a fairly mild 15 or 16 towards the south as we finish off Tuesday. Then for the rest of the week, there will be some rain, and it'll be quite windy as well if you are going to be out and about as we keep the weather systems working in. Notice the first low, that is easing through. One little weak system working in, and then look, follow the lines. That's always a good indication where the air is coming from. And literally right across the southern parts of the Atlantic, fairly mild air, but a weather front that just wavers across the British Isles. So where it actually sets up, we could see some heavy persistent rain. On Wednesday, that looks to be across Northern Ireland, parts of northwest England and into Scotland, the rain there. Further south, you're into the mild air, 15 to 17 as we finish off, 17. Further north, a little bit cooler. We'll keep that weather, but